Here's the big lesson that I learned. When you get to a certain level in your life and you're working on projects north of $200,000, you have to understand something. The clients can hire anybody in the entire world. So your level of competition has completely changed. You're using a minor league strategy to play in the major league. It's counterintuitive that if you just keep doing what you're doing today, that you'll just keep growing, but eventually you'll hit a ceiling or a wall. What got you here won't get you there. So I needed to learn something totally different. And what he taught me allowed me to double my business in 1 year.
We leveled up one of our major funnels and it rapidly increased the conversion rate.
He thinks he puts his heart into what he does to be able to deliver.
You know, you and Macy, both super sharp, man. And that's one of the biggest pleasures of working together. You guys are like diamonds, you know, very hard to come across in the digital world.
Best looking profile on Upwork for ClickFunnels. I'm like, this guy is the best. Like, this is the guy I need.
He's so thorough with his work. He shows you what he's done, why he did it that way, how to access things. I just so trust him.
Yeah, really into the detail and cannot recommend him highly enough. Buddy, thank you like for everything you've done. And yeah, love working with you.
Nothing But Up, the podcast, Season 2, with your host,
Jamir Angelo.
Welcome to the podcast. This is Jamir Angelo, your host for Nothing But Up, the podcast. And I'm coming to you live from my simple home office in the province of South Cotabato. You're tuned in today to Season 2, Episode 19. And yeah, today is Friday, May 24th. And we're back at it again with another episode that will finally guide you on how to sell without being salesy. And today's episode, I promise you, we will dive deep into that. You see, sales professionals are advised to kind of like avoid being too salesy or perhaps learn how to be less salesy. But before we dive into today's episode, as always, let's try to throw in some greetings for you. So shout out to our new listeners from Malaysia. We got Timothy Grant, Beverly Agdao, and Mark Montreal. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for subscribing to our pod. Also shout out to our local listeners from Taguig, Nancy Gam, Brian Yu, and Mark Lester Yuan. And we also have some people from Davao. So shout out as well to George Ortigas, Melvin Saison, and Margot Tan. Thanks for subscribing. And really appreciate you for doing so. And of course, lastly, to all of our avid listeners, Kathleen Jane Parohinog, Miss Jessamay Dave Oping, and Sean Villajos. Guys, mad love and respect from me here. And yes, if you haven't subscribed yet, just try to go to Spotify and search for Nothing But Up the podcast. And follow us and download all of our episodes there. And you can also catch us on YouTube. Look for Funnel Expert PH, and that is our YouTube channel. And you can catch all of our podcast episodes there as well. So before we even go into the details and, tips and advice, well, not everyone loves sales, and that is a fact. And whether you hate it or not, you have to realize that sales is such a huge game that you need to play and play masterfully. Because, you see, let me just give you an example. So, say you own and operate a business, right? So, a business front-facing clients, where the only way for you to make profits is when you acquire clients and have them pay you for your services or for your products, right? So another good example is that, say if you're applying for a job, you are selling yourself to the company you are applying for. You are absolutely selling yourself to the interviewer to have them hire you, right? And then another good one, say for example, you are a freelancer. So the only way to grow your business freelancing is when you sell yourself to prospects or, people looking to get your services, people checking your resumes, your portfolios. So you're trying to sell something. And if you are uncomfortable doing so, then I guess we truly have a problem there. But as I've said, not everybody loves sales. And that's perfectly normal. But you have to think, wherever you go, wherever you are, or whatever stuff you do, or whatever situation you may be in, it is there. Subconsciously, is going to hit you. And it's just literally right in front of you without you even noticing it. So now, if you love sales and you are meaning to master it, so I need you to listen up, okay? So you want to sell stuff, but you don't want to feel like a sleazeball, right? Let's talk about that for a second. So first off, gotta call a spade a spade. So what exactly is too salesy anyway? So we gotta unpack this right from the start so everybody understands. You'd be able to know and realize the importance of it all, right? So see, when I put out sales messages, sales videos, or any sales content they throw in, there's one thing I care about. Does it sell? I'm always asking that question. Does it sell? You got it. Sales. And if a message makes sales, then by all means, that is a salesy message. And I'm totally proud of it. Now, of course, you don't want to be a slime ball either. That's a whole other story altogether. But the point here is this whole not being too salesy thing can be a trap. Now, it might just mean you're not making any sales at all. And trust me, that's not what you need, right? But, enough with that. Let's get to the good stuff. My hot tips for selling without the slime. And that means selling without being too salesy, okay? Number one, rethink the sale, okay? Now, most businesses see a sale as a one-time thing, a chance to grab as much money as they can. But that is short-sighted. Think of your business like a direct marketing machine, like, building relationships with customers over time. The more value you give them, the more they'll come back for, which means more sales for you in the long run. So the first sale is really all about starting that relationship, making them feel like they get, or literally making them feel that they got a steal from the deal that you're offering them. And that's how you build trust and loyalty during the first stages. And number two, be a human. Now, let me ask you, ever got lost in the marketing metrics? Yeah, well, I do too. That's exactly why I'm asking you. But here's the thing. You're talking to real people. Folks with, feelings and needs, just like you and me. Not numbers on a spreadsheet, right? Would you manipulate your best friend into buying something? No way, right? So, ditch the tricks and try to focus on what truly helps them. And by them, your clients, your customers. And number 3, actually care. Right? Pretty obvious, right? But if you're asking this question, I'm guessing you treat the people you care about with respect, right? So try to do the same here. When you genuinely care for your customers, it actually shows. You listen, you understand their needs, and present your offer as a solution to their problems, not a burden on their wallet, right? Number 4, be the best there is. And here's the thing. You gotta try sell products or services that are genuinely the best solution for your customers. It's really all about matching their needs with what you are offering, okay? Do your research, know your competition, and be confident that what you have is the best fit for them. Now, when you believe in your product and you can clearly explain why it's superior, why it's, what's controlling your niche, that slimy salesman persona just totally fades away. Number 5, know what they want. Okay, remember the mousetrap I did mention? Turns out a better mousetrap doesn't always win. Why? Because most folks don't care. They're happy with a cheap, easy solution. The key is to find out what people actually want and need. What problems do they crave for solutions, right? Speak to those desires and you won't need any sales tricks at all. They will be drawn to your offer naturally. Now, number 6, conviction is king. Now, being confident in your product or services, is key. When you know you have the best solution, it will show. It shows, right? You present your offer with conviction, not desperation. That kind of confidence is attractive generally for all buyers. Okay. Now, number 7, it's okay to say goodbye. Now, you have to understand that not everyone is a perfect fit for your product or service, and that's perfectly okay. In fact, it's good. A bad salesperson tries to close every single lead, but a great salesperson knows that some people just won't benefit from what they offer. Now, focus on qualifying leads, weeding out, the bad fits early on. This means happier customers who are more likely to stick around for the long haul. So by following these guys, you'll ditch the sleaze and sell with integrity. Okay? You'll be presenting a product or a service that truly solves a problem, and you genuinely care, and conviction will shine through. Remember, you are not manipulating, you are helping. And that is a kind of selling that builds trust and gets results. So go out there, sell with confidence, knowing you are offering something truly valuable. All right? With all that said, let's wrap this up. Selling without feeling like a slime ball boils down to one core principle: authenticity. Be real, be honest, and genuinely care about your customers. Because when you do, you'll not only make more sales, but you'll also build lasting relationships that keep people coming back for more. So go the hell out there, sell like a pro. And again, remember, it's all about creating value and making a difference. Okay? And that is a wrap for today's episode. Remember, no matter what challenges you may face, there's always a way to rise above and keep moving forward. With the right mindset and determination, nothing can hold you back. Nothing but up. And guys, thanks for tuning in, and be sure to subscribe to our podcast for more inspiring conversations like this. This is Jamir Angelo. Until next time, peace, y'all.